I'll tuck my penis if I want to tuck my penis, but you can't make me or do it for me.
It's hardcore. It's uncensored. It's On Your Mark with Mark E. Xtreme.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is On Your Mark, and I'm Skeeter Skyflyer. I am a wrestler in training, a cruiserweight in the making, and someday a star that will be born. But I am here with the moon that lights up the night sky, that is way crazier and more violent than Nick Gage that everybody's talking about. He's my hero, Marky Xtreme.
I'm way more fucking violent than Nick Gage. Come at me with a motherfucking pizza cutter. You know what? I'm fucking frozen pizza. You can't fucking cut me. And yes, Skeeter, I think there's something that you need to know. You're not a star in the making. You're a dead star, and dead stars can't be reborn into living stars. It's science. But you know what else is science? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mark. Xtreme, 15 plus years undefeated backyard wrestling entertainment champion and owner. And on top of all that, cool ass, sexy ass, scientific ass shit, I am the host of On Your Mark. And for years, we have been giving you the best wrestling content on the internet. And now you're getting the best wrestling podcast on the podcast airwaves, because every Friday via Dragon fucking Wagon Radio, we're deep diving into topics and giving you perspectives like you've never heard before, because there ain't nobody that can give you the perspective like I can, because there ain't nobody that's seen the things I've seen, there ain't nobody that's done the things I've done, and there ain't nobody that's hacked the things I hacked, because my name is Mark E. Xtreme.
And this week, we got a hot and heavy episode. Are you ready for this one, Marky Xtreme?
Oh, hell yeah. We're going to talk about Sable or a fucking Trish Stratus or some other titty monsters.
Okay, no, you were pretty weird last week when we talked about Nia Jax.
Okay, yeah. Fuck, I forgot about last week and everything that happened at the end of the episode. I kind of phased it out when the intro of the show happens. I kind of like take on the embodiment, and I just sink into a whole. I go. It's like an outer body experience. But now I'm present again, and you just fucked my mood up. If everybody doesn't know what Skeeter's referring to, last week I had a little bit of I guess reality check, right, Skeeter?
Yeah, you got real mad after the episode and you started breaking all the mirrors in your house.
I didn't want to see any version of myself. Anything that had my reflection, I broke it. Fucking mirrors, televisions, fucking Tammy's glass dildo. Anything that had my fucking reflection was getting broken, because I don't even know who I am anymore. I'm being forced to be professional because of a fucking mandate from the higher powers, trying to shove some fucking agenda down my throat. Ugh. Fucking sucks. Well, you know what, Jake fucking Bacon, fucking pig boy, fucking, yeah, okay, I'll be professional now. I'll fucking march by the beat of your drum. I'm wearing a tie today. I brought a briefcase. I will try to cuss less. I can't guarantee that. I'm fucking made of curse words. I came out of my mama's vagina swinging a kendo stick and saying fuck. But I'm trying to be professional, Skeeter.
I don't think you need to wear the tie, though. Or is that for your mandate later?
No, a mandate is something that the higher ups make you. I'm not going on a fucking mandate. Don't fucking.
That's what you said. You're dressed up. You got a nice tie on. You're going to go on a mandate, which sounds lovely.
No, a mandate is when somebody that is above you, on top of you, comes and they tell you what to do.
I think we're talking about the same thing.
No, we're clearly not. Okay, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, a big man that you like, that you want to be friendly with. You go out together, and they hold your hand and they guide you around, and then
No. Somebody that is above you of higher importance is on top of you.
So you're a bottom.
No, I'm below them. No, a status thing. No, it's.
Are you a top or a bottom?
Stop. You don't know what you're saying. I'm trying to be more professional so I don't lose my freaking job. And I don't need you freaking this up for me.
Well, okay. Well, I'm excited for your mandate nonetheless. And you don't have to say who it is you're going on with. But if you pencil me in for next week, that'd be super fun.
You're never going to go on a mandate with me. If I was to go on a mandate with somebody, it would be someone like goddamn Roman Reigns so we can talk about our future Samoan dynasties. But no, okay, the only thing that would make me happy this week is to talk about titties and nothing else than titties. So what are we talking about this week?
Val Venis.
Motherfucker. Now, don't get me wrong. Attitude Era. Hell yeah, Stone Cold Stunning and shit. But I don't want to talk about peckers this week, Skeeter.
Oh, well, that's too bad because this one's loaded with them.
Fuck. Let's get on with it.
Thank you to Dragon Wagon Radio for hosting this show and keeping it uncensored so Marky Xtreme can get all the swears out of his body.
Pecker cock.
And be sure to check out this show on Apple Podcasts where you can rate and review the show. That helps out the show a whole bunch. I can't even begin to tell you, but I will. It helps out the show a whole bunch. So rate the show 5 stars if you will and write a little review. You can give it 5 stars and write something. And then Marky Xtreme picks out his favorite ones. And then he used to give away free t-shirts.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm not going to do it until we get another fucking 50 reviews. Boom.
50?
50, yeah. And I know people are out there listening that haven't reviewed yet, and that is illegal. I'm issuing a mandate that you have to leave a rating and review.
Hear that, everybody? So if you leave a rating and review, maybe you can win a free t-shirt, but you could also win a mandate with Marky Xtreme.
No, God, no, don't put that out there. I'm not following through with that. Nobody's going to go on a mandate with me.
You put that out there.
Nobody's going on a mandate. Fuck. No mandates.
You put it out there, and I was just the Iago, just saying it back like Aladdin, little
You've
parrot.
already made me cuss too much. I already can hear Bacon Boy fucking telling me to stop your cursing.
And we've also got a Patreon page, folks. You go to patreon.com/OYM show, and that's where you can get all sorts of fun, exclusive stuff that also helps out the show a whole bunch. You can get episodes early, and you can get extreme watch-alongs, as well as extreme shout-outs on this very show. Right, Marky Xtreme?
Oh, hell yeah, Skeeter. That's the best part, in my opinion, of being a skid mark over on our Patreon page. And the shout-outs this week are as follows. Gonzalo R., Bruce Harmeyer, Melissa Mayette, Jason K., Lame Brain, Flocka 171AC, Dylan Hinton, Tim Redbeard, Liam McLee, Rick Conley, Tom, Mr. Blix, and Miguel Diaz. Well, there you have it, Skeeter Skyflyer. Those are the weekly shout-outs you get as part of being a skid mark on our Patreon page. And if you're listening to this and you're like, I want to be a part of that list, why isn't my name on that list? Well, stop fucking crying, titty fart. You can go right now over to patreon.com/OYM show and you can become a part of the list that's cooler than the Bullet Club and too sweeter than the NWO.
So we're talking about Val Venis. Marky Xtreme, what are your initial thoughts on Val Venis?
Well, I mean, I feel sorry for him, to be truthful, because everybody seems to forget that he is a peckerless boy. He lost his pecker in a fucking tragic, incident that I don't know if any of those people were tried for their crimes. And he had to, it really changed him. I mean, look at the man that Val Venis is today. And I'm sure we're going to get there. But I think it all stemmed from losing his fucking pecker.
Well, let's get into it. Born Sean Allen Morley on March 6, 1971 in Oakville, Ontario, Canada. Morley began his wrestling training in the early 1990s from Jason and Dewey the Missing Link Robertson and debuted on the Canadian independent circuit before making his way to the international circuit, finding work with All Japan Pro Wrestling in Japan, CMLL in Mexico, IWA and WWC in Puerto Rico. Val Venis wrestled in 3 different countries and must be super smart to speak 3 different languages of Japanese, Spanish, and Canadian. How many languages do you speak, Marky Xtreme?
We've already been over this. I speak English, and I am developing my own language, Marklish.
How's that going for you?
It's a lot more difficult than people may expect. But it's, when I have a little bit of extra time, which is not often, I work on my language.
Have you thought about talking to the animals?
What did you just say?
Talking to the animals like a Dr. Dolittle.
Skeeter, I don't live in a fairy tale. I don't live in a Disney movie. You can't talk to animals. Chuck E. Cheese people aren't real, Skeeter.
Okay, then how are they on stage playing instruments?
Dude, they're robots. Moving forward, we're not diving into this any deeper.
Robots are people, not animals.
Robots are robots. Animals are animals. People are people. They're all different in different species. And we accept all of them in 2021. Woke, don't cancel me.
Yeah, but the Terminator is Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he's a man, so he's a man robot. He's never a kitty cat.
No. He was made. He had a exoskeleton, and then on the outside they put skin on him. They fucking took ham slices and made skin on him.
Yeah, and you can't do that with a pig.
Exactly, that's sacrilegious.
You can't make a pig robot. So therefore, robots are humans.
I can,
as we learned from Triple H and Arnold Schwarzenegger at WrestleMania when they came out and they had a bunch of Terminator humans.
What if I told you I can make a pig robot, and I already have?
I'd say, can I play with it?
No, you may not play with my pig.
Why can't I play with your pig robot?
Because he is... Okay, Skeeter, I didn't think I'd ever have to talk about this publicly, but I am fearing the end of the world. It's something I fear on a daily basis.
You're afraid?
I'm not... everybody's afraid of the end of the world. If they're not, they're lying. I'm not afraid of literally anything else. But I am afraid of the end of the world, and I have created a small pig robot army that will help protect me when the revelation comes.
Are you going to teach him to dig up those tuffles?
What?
That's that thing that everybody goes like, oh, it's so much better. This thing tastes so good when you put tuffles on it. And people at fancy restaurants always get stuff with tuffles because pigs dig them up out of the ground.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's tuffles. It's a fancy ingredient.
Truffle?
I don't think that's it. I think it's tuffles.
I think Tuffles is a perfect nickname for you. Sound like a titty fart fucking bullshit sprinkle in the cupcake shit.
Well, we have to have a whole nother episode about your robot pig army.
Yeah, well, that was supposed to be information that was never to be publicly disclosed, because now people are going to probably want to come and steal my robot pigs. So delete all that from the episode, please. Val Venis, cool.
In 1998, Morley was signed to the World Wrestling Federation and became the adult movie star and wrestler Val Venis. He wore a towel to the ring and would say his famous catchphrase, "Hello, ladies." Marky Xtreme, there are a lot of guys in the audience, too. Like a lot of guys. Probably too many. Why didn't Val Venis say hi to the guys?
Because it's not, and this isn't nothing that should get me canceled, but his sexual preferences was with females. And had he been... he was targeting Pootie. He was targeting Pootie, and he's not targeting Peckers. And that's plain and simple, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that if he was to target peckers and he was saying, hello, ladies and gentlemen, there'd be nothing wrong with that, but that's not what he was looking for.
Yeah, but it's also just being courteous.
That's not. He got out there to say hello, ladies, because he's like, hey, I got something under here that if you want it, only with your discretion and permission, come and get it.
But don't you think it creates a complex in people like Roman Reigns, who now is all he's saying all the time is acknowledge me? And maybe if Val Venis acknowledged him in the crowd all those years ago, Roman Reigns would be a better, well-adjusted human being today.
Roman Reigns wasn't even a fucking thought in his mind.
That's rude.
So what are you supposed to acknowledge everybody? It's impossible. There's a lot of people.
Remember Hulk Hogan? Always acknowledge everybody because he'd move his hand around and they put it up to his ears like, I hear every single person.
Oh, so is that just a blanket like, hey, everybody in this building?
Yeah, and then he pointed and he goes like, here's my body. I'm going to show you my body. It's real big and buff.
You know what? It's unrealistic expectations to think that you can connect and acknowledge with every person in the building. I can, but there ain't nobody like me. I go out in the backyard. I look at every person in the eyes and stare at them for 20 to 30 seconds and then move on to the next person. I don't necessarily touch them because I don't know where their fucking grimy fingers have been, especially the little kids. Have you seen the kids that come to the backyard wrestling entertainment events? Holy shit.
Well, I don't think you need to go into the kids and what goes on with them, because,
nothing goes on with the kids. What are you talking about?
No, I'm just saying, like, you don't need to pick on the kids for any of the conditions or anything that they have.
No, I don't do that.
Well, okay, good. Because I mean, they're from the children's hospital.
Stop it.
Sometimes you get mad at them.
I don't get mad at them for what? Their mental disabilities?
Well, sometimes a kid's blind and you're insisting that they look at you and you start the clock over.
So what if I think that some blind kids are faking it?
Why don't you just take their word for it?
Is there any way to prove that they're not faking it? I'm just saying.
It's when you've thrown thumbtacks at their face and you think that they'll be able to dodge it in time.
That is no different from the tests that doctors give children to see if they're blind.
Is that true?
Yep. That's the test they gave me when I was younger to see if I was blind, and I passed.
So you're blind?
No, I'm not blind. I was able to dodge every thumbtack that was thrown at me.
Well, if they come from the children's hospital and the bus says children's hospital, shouldn't you just assume that they already took the thumbtack blind test?
I guess I should. But you know what you should assume, Skeeter?
What's that?
You should assume that Dr. Redneck's thumbtack blind test will work for you. Are you concerned if you're blind or your children are blind? Well, no longer do you need to go to a major doctors or deal with insurance because BWE's very own Dr. Redneck is doing backyard doctor appointments this weekend in the Johnson's backyard. And one of those services offered on the list is thumbtack blindness test. Skeeter Skyflyer, tell the fine listeners at home about the blind thumbtack test and other services offered by Dr. Redneck's backyard appointments.
Dr. Redneck is a great doctor, and he's available on call 24/6, and he is there and worried about your eyesight. Dr. Redneck has state-of-the-art thumbtacks that he gets and will throw them at you or your children's eyes to make sure that you're not blind, and he's also concerned about the latest condition of sleep blindness. That's right. Some people, when they go to sleep, they don't see anything. They close their eyes and they see nothing. Dr. Redneck thinks you might be temporarily going blind. So at nighttime, when you think you might be going blind, have Dr. Redneck come into your home while you're sleeping and he'll throw stuff at your eyes until you're not blind anymore.
There you have it. Get to take care of all your medical needs. Dr. Redneck's backyard appointments.
Val Venis has had many adult films, including The Preacher's Wife, Saving Ryan's Privates, and those are just a few of them. Mark Xtreme, do you have a favorite Val Venis adult film, and can we watch it together?
No, I don't. I don't watch the peckers in porn. Now, don't get me wrong. I watch a lot of porn, like every human. But when a pecker comes on the screen, I put my hand over the screen and I follow it. I put my hand on the screen of where the pecker is, and I move it and cover it.
So you touch it?
What? Fuck.
So when you're watching adult films, Mark Xtreme, let me get this straight. When you see a wiener, you reach out for it immediately and you touch it, and wherever it goes, you touch it.
Fuck. I'm just having a little bit of a fucking existential crisis right now because I'm realizing over all these years of just how many fucking peckers I've touched. Life fucking sucks for me right now.
Might be that tie.
I have to be professional according to Bacon Boy. I got a briefcase right here on the table.
What's in the briefcase?
Papers.
Papers for what?
Fucking bills. 8x10s. Business shit you wouldn't understand. You know what? Why do I have to fucking make everybody in this world happy? I'm not, fuck it, everybody. I'm not here to fucking please anybody in this world but myself.
You make me happy.
I'm not trying to make you happy. I'm trying to make myself happy. I'm trying to please myself every fucking day.
I wouldn't mind if you pleased me.
I'm not here to please you. I'm here to please me. And you know what? I'm not very pleased right now when I realize I've touched how many peckers I've touched. And I'm talking massive peckers, some that my hand won't even fucking cover. Tip of it just comes over the fingers sometimes. Skeeter, how do fucking peckers get that as big as that? Sometimes.
I don't know. They eat a lot of vegetables.
Fuck, that's probably it. And I literally have had none.
You never had a vegetable?
No, that's fucking who eats. Yeah, I know some people say they eat vegetables, but really, are anybody eating vegetables ever? Fucking
Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, he's fucking. That's a fucking that is false advertising, in my opinion, and I should sue him. But
you think Daniel Bryan doesn't eat any vegetables?
Not a chance. Who does?
I mean, he's the one I know about. He's a vegetarian.
I don't. I think he's Vigilian.
Why would he lie about eating vegetables?
Because there's nobody. It's the same thing as fucking caviar. It's a fucking made up rich person's food. Yes, maybe rich people eat vegetables occasionally, but who can fucking afford that lifestyle? And it's gross. Who can stomach it? If you're just going to sit here and tell me fucking give me a plate of fucking broccoli and a plate of fucking cheeseburgers and tater tots, who's going to pick the broccoli? And that's
Daniel
the
Bryan.
dilemma that's bullshit. It's the same thing as Hulk Hogan eating the prayers, and the vitamins. He never had a fucking vitamin in his life.
I thought he did.
No. He just is trying to play this like John Cena fucking role model to children and all that. But it's all bullshit. It's all lies. Nobody eats vitamins or eats fucking vegetables.
I bet you John Cena eats vegetables and vitamins.
I bet he does because he's a fucking bitch.
Agree to disagree.
Shimmy.
Early in his WWE career, Val Venis was having an affair with the manager of Kai En Tai's Yamaguchi-san's wife, Xian Li Sang. Yamaguchi-san threatened Val Venis by taking a sword and a salami and cutting it in half and yelling, I quote, I choppy your pee-pee.
Whoa. Don't lean too far in the one direction. We don't need to get canceled.
Okay. I choppy your pee-pee.
Skeeter, just careful. Keep to your natural accent, please.
I am. I'm just quoting him.
Okay.
On the August 3rd episode of Raw, Val's tag team partner, Taka Michinoku, would betray him, which led to Taka and Kaientai tying Val Venis up backstage, where Yamaguchi-san grabbed his sword. The other members pulled Val Venis' trucks down, exposed his butt, and then his wiener was out, and Raw goes off the air with Val's wiener getting cut off. At the time, Val Venis was a rookie in WWE. Marky Xtreme, is this what you call hazing?
This is more than hazing, Skeeter. This is a crime. Was Kai and Tai tried for their crimes or whatever the fuck their names were?
I don't know. I don't know if they went to wrestler's court.
Well, they should have, because if fuck, man, you can't just fucking chop guys' dicks off. This is just, ever since I saw this happen, I have recurring nightmares of this happening to me.
From Kaientai?
When I saw this, yes, I had from Kaientai, from all kinds of people. I've even had dreams of you cutting off my pecker.
I would never cut off your pecker.
Well, thank you, but I can't help what you do to me in my dreams.
Unless Dr. Redneck told me to and it would save your life, then I would cut off your pecker.
Well, if just for future reference, even if Dr. Redneck says that it will save my life, never touch my pecker, never cut off my pecker. Just don't even look at my pecker, please.
I don't look at it constantly, but I've seen it.
Get rid of the fucking cameras in my bathroom.
Well, I've also just seen it. Sometimes when you sleep, you don't wear shorts.
You're not supposed to come in my room when I sleep.
Yeah, and you know what? I forget that because you're not telling me that when I come into your room when you're sleeping.
That is not... How is that physically possible? Am I supposed to sleep talk to you?
You sometimes do sleep yell.
What? What do I say?
Oh, you say all kinds of stuff. You've done whole episodes of this show while sleeping. You talked about your plan with Nia Jax and become part of this Samoan dynasty. You've talked about that you wish you were Hardcore Holly's cousin instead of Crash Holly. And what you would have done with Molly Holly, even though she would have been your cousin too. So I think that's a little inappropriate.
Oh, okay. Whoa. That's none of this ever can be proven to have actually happened. So let's move on.
Well, Marky Xtreme, don't worry. It turned out Kaientai did not cut off Venus's wiener. Val was saved by a little shrinkage and his friend John Wayne Bobbitt, who was a person that was famous for getting his wiener cut off, but was not a hardcore wrestler. So, see? It all turned out okay. Val Venis had his wiener after all.
Wait a second. You're I must have missed this. You're telling me that I've lived this many years of nightmares and trauma, not only for fear of losing my penis, but, just the trauma for me feeling his trauma of him losing he didn't actually lose his fucking penis.
No, but his friend did though. John Wayne Bobbitt. Do you know who cut off his wiener?
No.
Was it New Jack?
I probably. Fuck. And he's probably paying for those sins.
I can't imagine what you do in life in order to get your wiener cut off, but it happened to John Wayne Bobbitt.
It's my nightmare. It's my fucking nightmare.
I'd like to think that I'm kind of like John Wayne Bobbitt, but I still have my wiener. But if someone was going to cut off your wiener, I'd jump in right away and save you.
Well, I would hope so.
I would.
Yeah, you're like you are sometimes my security. You're supposed to jump in front of bullets for me. You're supposed to you put your pecker in the line of fire. If someone's swinging a sword at my pecker, you put your pecker there. That's part of the job.
Well, sometimes it's tucked away.
Why do you tuck away your penis? What?
Well, doesn't everybody?
Oh God, I'm not going down this slippery sloppily slope. Nope, not gonna happen.
What? It's all hanging there. What are you going to do with it? You're just going to let it hang out all the time?
Yeah, you fucking let it hang. You don't fucking tuck. Well, there's so many. Oh, fuck me. Shit.
You mean to tell me you don't comb your hair?
What?
Your hair. If you get out of the shower and you're all wet and glistening and your hair's falling down your face, you're not just going to move it out of the way. It's just there dangling. You're going to tuck it away. You're going to tuck it behind your ears.
That is two very different things. You know what? I'm going to fucking sidebar here. Jake Bacon Boy, Dragon Wagon Radio. I think you need to remove Skeeter Skyflyer from this podcast. He's going to get this show canceled.
For what? Tucking in my wiener?
If you tuck in your wiener, that is... You are trying to get me fucking canceled to say something I shouldn't say.
What are you not supposed to say?
People that tuck in their peckers, Skeeter, they're transgender. Some people do it for because it feels good. Some people do it because they prefer a sexual orientation. And if you have a big old bulge on the front of your pants, people view you as a man. And if you tuck in your penis, sometimes if people don't see it bulge, they view you as a female, and that's transgender.
Oh, you said that about me before.
Well, fuck me. I mean, come on.
Well, I think I run faster when I tuck it.
I don't even want you to elaborate. I mean, the mental picture of both is haunting.
Do you not tuck yours ever?
No, I don't fucking tuck my penis, and no, I don't think anything's wrong with it. If anybody's listening at home wants to skew my fucking thoughts and words, but I just don't tuck my penis.
Well, I think sometimes you should tuck your penis behind.
I don't need to tuck my penis. I'll tuck my penis if I want to tuck my penis, but you can't make me or do it for me.
I could do it for you if you wanted to, if you didn't know how to do it, if it just gets too uncomfortable. Or maybe you're using the wrong kind of tape.
How do you even do it?
Don't use duct tape. I have learned that. I don't use duct tape. That is just as
Nor
painful.
would I ever. Nor would I fucking ever. That sounds fucking so painful.
It is.
But you know what sounds comfortable, Skeeter?
Scotch tape.
No. A comfortable new t-shirt from the Dragon Wagon Radio On Your Mark podcast store. Skeeter Skyflyer, tell the fine skid marks listening at home about the exclusive podcast t-shirts they can only find at OnYourMarkShow.com.
Oh, we got all kinds of shirts, but currently there's no I Tuck My Penis Proudly t-shirts, which is what I would wear.
We're not going to have that.
I know. I'm just saying I'd wear one. Go to OnYourMarkShow.com and you can get all kinds of fun t-shirts there that exclusively for On Your Mark. There is the On Your Mark podcast artwork of this show. That's a t-shirt. You can get a Toll Ride shirt, which is the hottest selling shirt. All there. That's available on the shop. You can get the Marky Xtreme masks. You can get mugs. You can get all kinds of stuff that make great gifts. Maybe you're thinking about the holidays now. They're going to be rolling around the corner any second now, and you don't want to be there without your wiener in your hands because it's tucked away. I don't know. I was trying to work out how that. Well, like the ants in the grasshopper when they get ready for the winter, but then the grasshopper wasn't. I think he didn't eat anything, and then he's trying to get to the ants, but the ants are the On Your Mark shop.
What are you doing?
They're trying to.
What are you doing?
Everybody's a grasshopper, and they want to get to OnYourMarkShow.com.
You're fucking the ad up. Bacon Boy, Dragon Wagon. You hear this?
If you go to the shop, there's ants there, but they're your friends, and they have a lot of stuff. So be friends with the ants, and they got everything.
That's fucking worst ad we've ever had. Go right now over to OnYourMarkShow.com and get your exclusive podcast shirts today.
It's time for Skeeter's little known fact.
Not a segment.
In 1999, Edge began dating Val Venis' sister, Alana Venus. They dated for a couple of years and married in November 2001. Unfortunately, the couple didn't last and they got divorced in March 2004. Why do you think they got divorced?
Skeeter, I don't know anything about their personal life. They could have been any reason. Why is Tammy and I broken up? Whatever Tammy I was with broken up multiple times.
She keep screaming because you can't get it done when it counts.
First of all, she never said that. Everybody listening at home, that was never said. And if you think you heard that, Skeeter, you must have been misunderstood, because I get it done when it counts, every time it counts, anytime anybody is counting.
Oh. If I heard it wrong, then why do you cry afterwards?
What? I don't. Fuck. You know what, Skeeter? You're trying to fucking you know what? Fuck you. Fuck you, Skeeter, because you know what? I know what you're trying to do. This is some conspiracy theory where you're trying to trigger me and get me so pissed off that Dragon Wagon Bacon Boy fires me and replaces me. But you know what? I'm going to get you fucking fired and replaced before I get fired and replaced. So that's my fucking mission moving forward, you son of a bitch.
I think you need to calm down. Sounds like someone sat on their untucked penis and they're a little bit angry.
I did not sit on my dick. I did not sit on my penis. And I'm not fucking angry.
Sound angry.
Okay, what if I, just because I raise my voice and am passionate about my job here as this podcast host that I take very seriously, I'm wearing a fucking tie. Just because I take it seriously and sometimes I yell doesn't mean I'm angry. It might be I'm just passionate. And I didn't sit on my fucking dick.
Sounds like you did.
No, you're not going to trigger me. Fuck you.
Val Venis had a lot of girlfriends that he had sleepovers with, including Terry Runnels, Ryan Shamrock, Sable, Deborah, and Nicole Bass. What's more important to you, Marky Xtreme? Championships or sleepovers?
Well... yeah, it all really depends on who's coming over to the motherfucking sleepover, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, like Nicole Bass. What if she came over to a sleepover?
Why did you... You're putting me in fucking positions where I can't say literally anything right. Okay. You know what? There's nothing wrong with Nicole Bass. Just because I may not be as attracted to her as other females doesn't mean anything. You're trying to fucking put me in a position where I say something fucking horrible and you get me fucking canceled and fired so you can have this show either all by yourself or somebody else and comes in here and does it with me. But Skeeter, who else could do this podcast with you than me?
If you weren't here, who else could do it?
Yeah. Tell me. One person.
Oh.
Choose your words wisely, bitch.
Jerry the King Baller.
Fuck. I hate you so much.
I love you.
I'm done. I'm not answering this fucking question. Nicole Bass is a beautiful human.
Toe ride. This is delicious.
Stop
You're not
it.
even having some, and yet you can taste it too, huh?
Yeah,
this is a good Dr. Pepper.
I taste this fucking knuckle sandwich I'm about to shove up your fucking ass.
After a very successful start in WWE, winning the European and Intercontinental titles, Val Venis made a change in early 2000 when he joined the Right to Censor. A great episode we did earlier, and you should check it out in our catalog. Val Venis got rid of the towel and started making sure women were wearing lots of clothes and not coming out in teeny tiny bikinis. Do you think Val Venis made the right move in joining the Right to Censor, Marky Xtreme?
I don't know. I think, Everybody's trying to, reinvent themselves. Look at Chris Jericho. He's done it, so many successful times of the years, and so have I. I think that this was an experiment that, may have been unsuccessful in some people's eyes, but anybody that chooses to live their life how they want to, I fully support and believe in that at all times. So if he decided I want to be more clean cut and, go down that route, who am I to say that that's wrong?
I feel like in the past when we did the Right to Censor episode, you said a lot of stuff that's different than that.
Anything I've ever said in the past is fucking doesn't mean anything. It can't ever be used against me in the court of law legally. So don't go back. Don't listen to past episodes and try to fucking cancel me.
Okay. So Marky Xtreme is a fan of Right to Censor.
Never said that. I just said that, different strokes for different jokes. Fucking no, I'm not a fan of Right to Censor. I think they're fucking boring. And my true feelings are you fucking fine. You know what I'll say? My fucking true feelings. I love the Attitude Era. I love extreme hardcore wrestling. Fucking NWO for Life Too Sweet. And I love tables and chairs and tits and ass and blood and guts and shit and thumbtacks and barbed wire. And what's wrong with that, Skeeter? Why do I got beef tried for my fucking crimes for what I love?
Because it offends a lot of people.
Fucking maybe everybody needs us to fucking toughen the fuck up. Pull their peckers out.
And sit on them?
No, let them fly. You got them? Let them fucking fly.
That sounds dangerous.
Unless you don't wish to let them fly and that goes against your fucking... what you believe and want to be, just please, I don't want to be canceled, Skeeter.
I don't want you to be canceled either. I also don't want you to have anything bad happen to your pecker with it flying out in the open. That's why I like to be safe and tuck it securely.
So that's why you do it, is to make sure it doesn't get cut off?
Cut off, squished, bruised, sliced, filleted. Bitten.
Okay.
Chewed.
Okay.
Stomped.
You've convinced me.
Licked.
Okay. You've convinced me.
Get water on it, might turn into a gremlin.
Ah! My biggest fear in life is losing my penis. So therefore, now I'm going to stand up, look away, cover your eyes.
Okay.
I'm taking down my pants.
Oh, okay. Let me look.
No, stop. Look away.
Well, okay.
Look away.
Yeah.
And I am going to here on out, and this is not for anything other than to protect my penis. I am tucking my penis from the here on out for the rest of my life for protection.
I want to get the mushroom cap. You want to put that.
It's not a fucking mushroom cap.
Want to put the mushroom back.
Stop. Don't call it. You're making it fucking weird. Look away. Look away, Skeeter.
I want to make sure you're doing it right.
I don't care if I know how to tuck my penis, okay? All right, I did it. Fuck.
I proudly tuck my pecker.
Why did you have to say that?
It's
not going to be a shirt. Don't even try. Don't even fucking try. It's not going to be a shirt.
Well, if everybody does it, then you can't see. This is the beauty of it, Marky Xtreme. You can't be afraid to lose your pecker because you know exactly where it is, snuggled right in between your legs. And sometimes
it hurts. You do this every day.
Pee real bad. Sometimes when you have to pee real bad, sometimes it gets snuggled in your butt a little bit.
What if it gets stuck back there?
Oh, that's just when it's really swampy and hot. You eventually just keep pulling and you'll get it out of there.
Fuck. Okay. A lot of fucking shit is going on in this episode.
On the November 18, 2002 episode of Raw, Val Venis was appointed Raw Chief of Staff by Raw General Manager Eric Bischoff and now went by the name of Sean Morley. Marky Xtreme, I know you and Eric Bischoff don't get along because your interview live on stage in New York at the charity show got crazy and Eric Bischoff beat you up in front of all those people.
That never happened like that.
It sure did. But what if you work for Eric Bischoff? You could be his chief of staff. You already run your own company.
Eric Bischoff don't work nowhere.
He don't work nowhere?
No. Who am I going to be a chief of staff for? What company is he working for?
I don't know. Maybe just around his house or something. He shows up at AEW sometimes.
Yeah, but he's not employed. You know why? Nobody wants to hire a little bitch. Because I whooped his ass in New York, and I would whoop his ass again if I had to.
Oh, well, I just thought maybe this would help you guys' relationship.
That's something that can't be fixed.
I think it could.
Unless he wants to fix it.
Maybe with a Valentine.
Eric Bischoff's not going to be my Valentine.
Not with that attitude.
Why are we talking about Valentines? We're not even close.
Aren't we?
We're fucking a year away, basically.
We're less than a year away, and every day it gets a little bit closer.
So do you say that the fucking day after Christmas is almost Christmas?
Yeah, because it is.
Oh, God, I hate you.
I love you. On January 9, 2009, Morley was released from his WWE contract over a decade of working for the company. Morley made his debut for TNA on the January 4, 2010 episode of Impact. In a backstage segment with the Beautiful People, Morley explained that he was no longer an adult film star, but an adult film producer. Morley even had a few matches against Christopher Daniels and Desmond Wolfe, but when TNA moved to Monday nights, he could no longer work the schedule they had first agreed on. Val Venis and TNA. Why didn't those two things work together?
I thought you'd think it'd be a match made in heaven. I don't know. I can't answer that question. Sometimes, things that you think are going to go well together just don't work. I mean, it's like Marky Xtreme in the wrestling industry. You would think by now he'd have a contract with some major company, but it's not working.
I thought so too. I thought it'd go together like peanut butter and dogs.
And I'm sitting here with a fucking tie, a briefcase, and my pecker tucked between my legs, doing a podcast with this fucking idiot.
Are you doing another podcast?
No, I'm talking about you. You're the fucking idiot.
Oh.
Some things just don't work out. And
Sean Morley now is very much into politics and medicine. Marky Xtreme, when you were asleep and I went on your phone, I saw on Twitter that Sean Morley seems to be really concerned about the Matt Cardona virus and thinks marijuana will cure it. I think. I didn't get to look at it too much because you woke up, you got mad, and you threw a shake weight at my head.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think marijuana could cure Matt Cardona?
Maybe. The medicinal purposes of, cannabis has been proven to have profound effects on medicinal purposes. So that being said, I would say maybe, cannabis might cure the Cardona virus.
Do you use Candy Bus?
Sometimes.
What does that mean?
'Cause I'm fucking badass. Yeah, sometimes I fucking light one up. RVD does it. Matt Riddle does it. So fucking, yeah, I do it sometimes. Fucking makes me freak out. I have fucking panic attacks and go have a psychotic breakdown, but fucking, yeah, I do it sometimes.
I don't know if I could ever do it. I can't handle the pink elephants on parade. That freaks me out.
Shit, I've seen worse.
You seen worse?
Yeah, I've seen fucking worse. I've seen demons covered in fucking peckers. I've just seen the most horrific things imaginable. Nicole Bass was in one of my fucking weed psychotic breakdowns.
She was?
Yeah. I don't know why I'm having a psychotic breakdown either. I buy a fucking, they're called edible cookies.
That's all cookies.
No, these are called edible cookies.
All cookies are
Fuck
edible.
Off. I hate you. I buy one. I eat the whole fucking thing like anybody, normal person eats a fucking cookie. And then I have a fucking psychotic breakdown and I feel like I'm stuck in a Nicole Bass hell for days. And there's nothing wrong with Nicole Bass. I'm not saying that. It's just my personal taste. Don't cancel me.
What cookies are not edible?
That's not what they're called edible cookies.
Well, yeah.
I hate you so much.
I can't
If you're
tell
not-
you how much I love you, though.
Fuck off. If you're not woke and you don't know what an edible cookie is, then you need to go fucking jump off a building.
I guess I need people to help us out. If you can help send examples of what not edible cookies are so I know the difference, because
Oh, God. You're such
I'm
a
worried I'm going to
nerd.
eat one of these cookies that I don't know the difference of. Was it chocolate chip?
You're such a nerd. Gosh, can I just please do a podcast with somebody that's fucking cool? Like me? Jesus.
I mean, maybe we could talk Josh Matthews into doing this podcast with you.
I would rather fucking run headfirst into an oncoming train. And you guys can take that audio. Here, take this soundbite. Tweet it to that nerd bitch. Marky Xtreme, would rather run head fucking first into a speeding train than to have to do a podcast with Nerd King Josh Matthews. By the way, his wife is a robot he made in his basement. Somebody go free her.
Well, that shows how extreme you are, Marky Xtreme, because you'd run into a train and no one else would do that. No way. Thank you to Dragon Wagon Radio for hosting the show and other shows like The House Show, a live concert series featuring performances and conversations with incredible singer-songwriters. Get the experience of an intimate concert in your living room. I think we should do a concert soon. I think that'd be fun for the audience.
I have, I do music on the side, but I don't know that I'm ready to do a concert. Don't stop.
Yes.
No, stop.
Of course you are.
No, I'm not. I don't
Go
know.
do it.
It's just a fucking side thing. I'm not ready.
You are ready.
Baby. Baby, wake up. Baby. Baby, wake up with me. Baby, fall asleep. Baby, wake up. It's just, I don't know. It's just like a side thing. I don't know what that. It's not even fucking. I'm all nervous. You got me nervous.
I bet we should make a music video of that song with you eating cookies and Nicole Bass with you right there. And she wakes up next to you.
I had a good moment and I was going to end this podcast on a positive note and you just fucking ruined it.
Oh. Well, go to youtube.com/OnYourMarkShow where you can check out all these great past shoot interviews that Marky Xtreme has done with the top wrestling legends like Eric Bischoff, the Hardy Boys, Jake the Snake Roberts, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, Virgil, and many more. In closing, Marky Xtreme, is Val Venis the sexiest man to ever exist in professional wrestling?
Fuck, that's funny. Oh, yeah. Let's see. My name, or coming from Marky Xtreme's mouth, which is the sexiest mouth in pro wrestling, yeah, totally. Val Venis is the hot, sexiest person in pro wrestling. Not me, Marky Xtreme, and I'm not being sarcastic either. Fuck, you have pissed me off so much in this episode. And like I said earlier, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to fucking get me so pissed that bacon bitch fucking fires me. And you either take over the show or you get fucking some other wrestler to come on here and do it with you. But you know what? If you try to get another fucking wrestler on this fucking show, I will go on a tirade like you've never seen before. I'll burn my house down.
How many ties are you going to wear then?
You're not going to do it. You're not going to push me over the edge on this one. I've made it through this episode. Let's wrap it up and let's finish it.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I assure you, I'm just having fun with Marky Xtreme, and he's wearing one tie today, so let's not get him wearing too many ties because he may choke. So thank you to Dragon Wagon Radio. Thank you all for listening. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. Bye-bye.
Dragon Wagon.